Today, Bob and Bob are going to install John Grady's hood catch system on the 57. If you're going to undertake this project, the first thing you need to do is to determine what angle you have for your hood pin. If you look at this hood pin, this is a perpendicular one. If you look at this hood pin, it is not perpendicular. It's what you might call buck-toothed. You can see that it is proud. It has been bent forward. There are only 3 pieces in the kit. This is the bottom plate. Obviously this is the catch and release mechanism. And this is the top plate. The way John has dealt with the problem of the angle on the hood pin is to come up with 2 different styles of base. On this style, this is for the angled pin. You can see that the retaining nut is at an angle. On this one, which is perpendicular, the nut is flat. The black car here needs a flat base because the hood pin is perpendicular, so that's what we will install. I am going to install the bottom plate first. The bottom plate goes here, and this is the hood latch that's underneath of it. So we're going to be removing these 2 bolts, 9/16, and putting the plate on like this with the angle facing down. And here you have the plate attached. This is the upper. We're going to have to remove these 4 bolts to remove this plate and the hook. These are 7/16, and we are not going to be reusing this plate. We are going to be reusing the prong. When you have the top plate removed, this is what you will have. You can see that the extension is retained with a jam nut on the top and a welded nut here. I will measure the extension so that I can duplicate it on the new one, and on my car I get 3.25 inches. So now I'm going to disassemble this and put the parts onto the new plate. On the new plate, John has the retaining nut welded securely to the back side. So we are going to take this top nut and retain it. It'll become the jam nut for the front side. Here's the top plate disassembled, the jam nut, and the extension. I'm now going to run this jam nut down the extension before I put it on the new plate. Since this car has the 90-degree pin, we want the plate that has the perpendicular nut, and Bob's going to install the pin, screwing it down to the same height that we had on the original. And here you have the safety catch assembly upper plate reinstalled. Now it's time for our first now it's time to see how it catches and secures. Some adjustment may be required. Let's see what we have to work with. So we're ready for our first try of the new head catch. We're ready for our first try of the hood catch. Now that is the new catch.
Safety.
All right, the new safety on the plate. You get one more, and that's the first catch of the normal latch. And what you want is another catch. That's proper operation. You'll hear 3 catches. The safety, and then the first and the second catch of the normal. So now I'm going to open it, demonstrating the 3 catches. 1, 2, 3. Little practice and it'll be easy. Thank you, John Grady. Done. Let's go chase some women. Now we're going to assemble the top latch and prong. The part of the kit is this wedge and a lock washer. They're going here because if you'll notice, the capture nut is at an angle. That is because when the prong is assembled, it is not perpendicular to the plate. It is actually at an angle, and that replicates how the prong was originally installed. A note on the wedge, according to Keith Simons, you can assemble this upside down. See the markings here? Well, that is the side that goes towards the jam nut. So I'll assemble the pieces here together and insert it into the plate. Here you have the top latch assembled. You can see that the prong does not sit perpendicular to the plate. And you can see how the wedge makes everything tight. And the last thing we need to do is install the catch to the top plate. These are 7/16. They have lock washers, and they obviously go right here, quick and easy. And here you have the top plate ready to go.